there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. It will. It is out of here. Encarnacion. First pitch swinging. Deep right center. First pitch of the 10th, and it's a two-run homer.
Oh no! We suck again!
And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked.
Listen, let me say something to you as a friend. You suck. All right? The reason you can't get work, it's not because people don't like you, man. You know, it's not because people don't want to give you a chance. It's because you suck.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
Well, that's a whole bunch of clips. We had to play a whole bunch of clips for this absolute embarrassment of a freaking baseball game that I just witnessed and that we just witnessed right here. Not only today, the Giants just lost 5 of 6 against the Miami Marlins and the Chicago White Sox. The Miami Marlins and the Chicago White Sox. The Marlins and the White Sox. The White Sox 27-56. The Marlins 36-45 and lost 5 of 6. Unbelievable. And I don't know what's going on because this is the same team that got off to a hot start this year, still somehow 6 games above 500 because of that, because they got off to a great start, had a little slump, and then came back and then had a great road trip, looking really good. And then when it comes time to really win some games, when you're playing some weaker opponents, supposedly, you go out and lose 5 out of 6. What's going on? Well, I know one thing that's going on. The offense stinks. And that's true today. Giants scored 2 runs. But you know what? Still could have won this game and could have given Justin Verlander his first win in a Giants uniform. Except we decided to go in a critical situation with Ryan Walker. And we will recap that game. But was anybody thinking, let's bring in Ryan Walker right here in that 7th inning? Was anyone like, yes, that's what we got to do now? In this critical situation right here, with the options that we have in that bullpen, was anybody thinking, I know who I want to see right now. I know what's going to make me excited to see coming out of that bullpen. Ryan Walker, that's who I want to see. Not Bivens, not Lucchesi. No. I don't want to see Randy Rodriguez. No. I don't want to see Rogers. I don't want to see Seymour make his MLB debut right now. No. I want Walker. I don't think anyone was thinking that. Walker was a nightmare. A balk was the cherry on top. And I'm having flashbacks to 2007 when the Giants were having problems with their closer at that time. Was it Armando Benitez? And he balked. And he got DFA'd later that game. I think it was 07. I mean, it was 08. Anyway, it don't matter. Back in the day, we had a guy named Armando Benitez. I think actually it was 07. And he was just blowing saves left and right. And they kept on using him anyway. Fans actually started booing. And if this was in San Francisco, you might have heard some boos. And the Giants fans rarely boo, but they were booing Benitez back in 2007, and he balked, and they just lost it, and then they ended up DFA. And I'm not saying they're going to DFA Walker. Yeah, the Armando Benitez balk. I remember it to this day. Had for me to feel sorry for an SF game when SF Posey bullied the Red Sox and traded Raffy when they did not giving any other team's offer for his talent. We bullied them into trading Raffy? They didn't have to trade Raffy. They could have said no. They could have said no. We only gave them our first round pick from last season. So I don't know about that. 8-1 start, 37-38. This is what this team is. Mediocre team with good pitching and pathetic offense. And that's a good point. If they're 37-38, not counting those first 9, that's who they've been for the majority of this season. Rob Iman with the $5.99. Walker is likely on a separate flight to Sacktown right now. I don't know. I hope Beck and Meckler will be on a flight to Phoenix tonight. Walker has options. Oh, he does? Really? Yeah, it's crazy to think Ryan Walker has options. But just stop putting him in these critical situations. He pitches okay when it's not a critical situation. When you have a nice 2, 3, 4 run lead and you need to come pitch 7th or 8th inning, he may be okay. You throw him out there today, throw him into the fire, and he's proven to be very shaky, and then he balked. He was on full tilt out there, just completely lost it. That guy was never that great. I mean, Walker, he was a solid, solid arm, but he was pitched by 31st round. 31st round? He had an ERA over 5 in college. He wasn't that great. But then he pitched really well in the minors, and it was a nice story. He worked his way to the big leagues, and he's been pretty good. But clearly he's not a closer. And clearly in a critical moment, that's the last arm we needed in there. What a pathetic game. Why is everyone blaming the pitching? But yep, great point from By Victor. Great point right there. Let me say thank you one more time for that super chat. Let me send you out a little thank you right here, courtesy of Hunter Pence. We might have lost this game even if they didn't use Walker because of the point right here. Can't score runs. Can't score runs. 5-2. Giants scored 2 runs. 2 gosh dang runs. And if you go back to the rest of the series, Giants scored 5 runs in 3 games against the White Sox. 5 runs in 3 games. 5 runs in 3 games. I ain't no mathematician, but that's about 1.6 runs per game. 1.6 runs per game. Obviously, you cannot read correctly. They never gave any other team a chance by bullying the Red Sox and their idiot GM by bullying them into making the trade quickly so no others could bid for him. Yeah, I read it correctly. You said, anyway, that's what people do. You just insult you when, if I didn't read it correctly, why don't you rephrase it nicely? But no, you got to throw out the insult first, of course, because that's what people do on the internet. You got to insult somebody first and then pretty much say the same thing. They never gave any other team a chance by bullying the Red Sox and their idiot GM, by bullying them into making the trade quickly so no others could bid for him. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say about that. They made a trade with the Red Sox. I don't know if they bullied them. I don't know if they made it quickly so no one else could trade for him. But if they did, good. They got their guy. I don't know what we're talking about. Eric, that Elliot Ramos double play with the bases loaded. Can you analyze that? Yeah, I can analyze that. Let me analyze that really quick.
You blew it!
That's the analyzation right there. There's the analysis. That's the analysis. Thank you, Tommy Hugsley. Cannot read correctly. I did do pretty good in reading, writing, comprehension, all that kind of stuff, back in school. Today's video is brought to you by Corona Accounting Solutions, CoronaPDX.com, and Carl's Jr. Balks are not recorded. Bullies! I was told that from legit sources. Legit sources. Give it the legit sources. Like, actually, yeah, the Giants bullied them. Posey like pulling up his underwear. You better give me that. You better give me freaking my guy here. You better give me Devers. Slapping him, titty twisters. You better give me it. Okay, take him. Thank you. If we keep going like this has been going on for a few years now. This is why players don't want to be on our team. I have a feeling Rafi will request a trade. It's just happened too many times. He's brand new. Rafi ain't going nowhere. Let's give him a little time. But did the Dodgers bully the Red Sox for Mookie Betts? Yeah. Ain't no bullying going on. These are major league teams, major league front offices. They're making trades. They're making deals. It's really that simple. And that's all that is, right? That's all that is, right? I'm just absolutely shocked about these last 3 games. And I keep saying, well, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to do that. You know, lose 2 out of 3 to the Marlins. Okay, it happens. You know what we're going to, and by the way, they lost 12-5 to the Marlins. They got blown out by the Marlins. I'm like, okay, now we got to go to Chicago and sweep. Minimum win the series. I said this. Minimum win the series. It didn't happen. They just lost the series against the White Sox. And look at Travis. Let's see his thoughts. Bob, this is Travis. This guy's positive. Bob Melvin doesn't know how to manage. SF Giants, waste of time. Fire Bob Melvin. Ryan Walker sucks. Release him. What's going on? We're falling apart here. Oh my gosh. Maybe we need to get Travis on the show today. Season over, San Jose. It's Melvin's fault. Walker, Eric Miller, and Walker both blew this game. Miller was not good. The offense had plenty of times to get extra runs. Double play. Can't get the big hit. Only guy to get a big hit today was Manfred's a bully. The only guy to get an extra base hit in the critical moment was my man Patrick Bailey on the thumbnail. Red Sox didn't want to pay Devers' contract anymore, so they took the deal with the team that would. Exactly. What is this? What's going on? What's going on today? I feel like no, Melvin is just a bad man. I don't know who Pache is. I know who Cozy Codes is. The Canthal Kid. At what point do we stop calling this a slump and admit we have maybe 2 guys on the team that can hit? Right now, we have maybe 2 guys on the team that can hit. Ramos, Devers can hit. He just hasn't really done great since he's come over. He's had a couple of big home runs, but that last game he hit a home run. We didn't even win the game. And when we really need him, he's gone over. Flores can hit when it counts, when he's up in a key moment. You know, we know he can get it done, but he's not a consistent, huge, big time producer or anything. But he's here for a reason. Yastrzemski, Yaz is going to Yaz. We know that. Adames, well, he hasn't been great this year at all. Jung-Hoo Lee, he can hit in Korea. Christian Koss, our best hitter. Christian Koss is our best hitter, hitting .391 in his last 7 games. 9 for 23 with 3 RBIs. What if I'd have told you coming into this season that our best hitter was going to be Christian Koss? Holy Moses. Christian Koss is hitting better than Lee, better than Adames, better than Devers, better than Bailey, better than Ramos even lately. Better than Flores. We need to get Schmidt back, by the way, who was going to start today. And I guess at the last minute they pulled him because he's still hurting. We need to get Chapman back, but Cos is the man. $2, Rob's player of the game. Nobody. It's a $2 super chat. But yeah, Adames. Oh, my hand. Adames this year, 306 at-bats. That's a pretty damn big freaking sample size. 209 average. His on-base percentage is under 300. What is his WAR? Maybe 1.5 at best. Let's see. Not even. 0.2. I guess I was trying to be positive there. 0.2. Do you know what this means? It means that this damn thing doesn't work at all. Back to the Future. 0.2 WAR. That means he's an average shortstop. He's an average shortstop. I'm not trying to hate on a guy. He's an average shortstop. Who's the shortstop for the A's? Max Muncy? Anyway, Dodgers are beating up on the Royals 5-1. A's have a day off today or something? I just wanted to see the A's, and of course they're off today because I wanted to see. Are they really off? Where are they at? I'm blind or something? Am I blind? They're Jiminy Christmas. I just wanted to find a random A's game. Holy Moses. Oh, no, Jacob Wilson. I don't know what. Muncy's third base. We got comments rolling in. They play the Yankees. DFA, Adames, and the whole lineup. Spencer Stewart. Overrated. R. Schmidt at shortstop. Adames. Chapman will come back and do nothing. Logan says Jung-Hoo Lee is overrated. Okay. Jacob Wilson. The A's shortstop. He's got a WAR of 2. He's got a 2 WAR. 2 extra wins if we'd have had Jacob Wilson hitting 340. That's a hitter right there. But you know what? If we called them and tried to trade them, they'd laugh at our face if we tried to trade Jacob Wilson for Adames. We're stuck with Adames, and it's not good. This contract is not looking good at all. We are paying him $182 million for 7 years, and it's just starting out. I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous. And Verlander, how much are we paying Verlander? I can't even remember. Was it 15 mil? 15 million. And he pitched well today, but we haven't got a single win with Verlander starting. You know what? You know what? I'm sorry. Let's go. Let's get to the chat. Wolf, $1.99 crash out clip for one time. You want the crash out clip for $1.99? Where the freak did my camera go? Oh my goodness gracious. This is freaking ridiculous. don't know where it is. What's going on here? Freaking horrible contracts. Can't beat the freaking Marlins. Can't beat the freaking White Sox. What's happening? This is crazy, man. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Blowing on and just wasting the hot start we had this year. And there you have it, Wolf. Jacob Wilson can hit. Are we still live, or did I unplug something during that? Adames, don't worry, Humm baby. I wonder if Verley should just retire. Found footage reference. Way out of the wild card race. Too many teams to jump over. No tears for me. Pasha. Breaking, the Giants are expected to get Matt Chapman back after the return home for the road trip. Thank you. Adames is the worst contract in Major League Baseball. You know, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say anymore. The contract has not been good so far. He's been an average shortstop. He's not hitting for power. He's not even hitting for average. He's got an on-base percentage under 300. Not a batting average. On base. Logan's not feeling it. Logan's not feeling it. Anyway, you guys want some positivity? At least we play easier teams. Bye, Victor, 199. Let's see what's on deck. We have no choice. That's a 199 super chat. Thank you so much. Bye, Victor. That helps out a ton. Why is it not working? Maybe it is working. I don't know. I threw my lights. My lights went flying everywhere. Okay, white lights today for the White Sox victory. Haven't had orange for a while. 1 game in 6 against the Marlins and White Sox. What's up? Hey, Jenny Vega, Tommy Hugsley, Hilliard. Play Daniel Johnson over Jung Hoo Lee and play Dom Smith. The first team was better when both of them played. Play the brothers. You know, I ain't going to argue that Dom Smith was playing great. He started to slow down a little bit. And I do like Daniel Johnson. I'm all for it. You know, anything to give this team a jolt and get some W's. I mean, we got to do it. But take it over there. Don't take it easy over there. Don't lose it. I don't know what they're going to do, man. We're going to see with Walker and whatnot. I don't know if they demote him. I don't see it. I just think stop putting him in critical situations, man. But maybe they need to demote him. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. But this game is over. We're getting the hell out of Chicago. Thank God I didn't go to this series in Chicago, in the South Side. Let's see what we have here. Okay, come on, MLB. Come on, man. Put the freaking arrow so I can go find the new games. What is happening, man? Is it my internet? What is happening right now? I don't have time for this. This is like 1990s speed of internet. There's the little arrows. I used to use the internet in the 90s. I used to think, man, imagine in 20 years how fast the internet's going to be. Oh, no, it's slower. At least for me. Okay, it's off to Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, Arizona. And we're taking on Ryan Nelson. He's a nice guy. But can he shut down this offense? Probably. We got Webb. Webb, we couldn't win the last time. Webb has to be the stopper. And I say this every day, but this is not a should-win game. This is not a could-win game. This is a freaking must-win game. Let's go, Webb. You have to win tomorrow. It's not a must-win as far as playoff hopes, but as far as preventing this season from going down the freaking toilet, you got to win tomorrow because we can't just keep losing. Or otherwise, you're going to get to 500, you're going to fall under 500, and then guess what? It's 2024 all over again. This was a team that was looking good, and we were excited. Let's go, AOL. You remember AOL? I remember AOL. Slater Revenge Series. Baseball gods will fix this unjust trade with Boston, bully Boston's idiot GM, and send garbage back for their fans. Arse ball gods will get Posey and his helpers. Pasha. I hate to admit it, but the Giants are not going to the postseason looking like this. The offense looks absolutely weak. The defense is. You score 5 runs in 3 games against the White Sox. I mean, you're supposed to go to the postseason and win series, win best of 5 and best of 7 series against the best teams in the game, and you can't win a series against the White Sox? You can't score but 5 runs in 3 games? Oh, hell no. I understand it's baseball, and you're going to have a weird game every now and then. It happens. You run into an unbelievable pitcher who has a great game or a young guy who's up and comer. Any team can beat you on any given night, but 5 out of 6 losses against the Marlins and the White Sox. I don't know what to say about that. Instant messenger, I remember that well. D-backs have been playing very mid. Coming from a D-backs fan, y'all should be fine. We have bullpen and injury problems. Is that how you spell his name? Is a liability. I'm glad to hear that, HQ, and thank you for that insight right there. Walker is a free agent? No, I don't think so. We got control over Walker. He's not a free agent for a long mother freaking long time. Let me just put it to you this way. When he's a free agent, we'll be celebrating my 50th birthday. 2030. That's when he's a free agent. So, yeah. No, don't worry about that no time soon. But Giants don't have to use them. I mean, we can always DFA, release, non-tender. There's trade. There's ways to move on from guys if we decide to move on. Ryan Walker, maybe he's a nice guy. Maybe he's a great guy. And maybe there's a role for him that's not what they're doing now. But right now, every time he comes in, I mean, it's not about giving up 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 balk. If he comes in and just, it's a meltdown. I haven't even broken down the game yet. What are we doing? I'm supposed to break down the game, and we haven't even done that yet. Devers sucks. Use him wisely or trade him. Or use Wisely instead of him. Because I bet Wisely can pitch better. No one cares if he's a great guy. We don't spend our time to watch nice guys give up runs. Exactly. It's just one of my sayings on the channel. You know, like local. What was I talking about again? The recap of the game. So the White Sox scored first off of Verlander, a double from Tauchman, and then he got over to third on a ground out. Benintendi hit a sac fly, 1-0 White Sox. At that point in time, I'm a little worried about Verlander giving up the run, but then the Giants score, Koss walks, steals second, and Bailey doubles him in. And right there, I'm like, we got this. Let's freaking go. Now we just got to take the lead, and it took a little while, but in the top of the 5th inning, it happened after Devers walks, Flores walks, singles, bases loaded, Adames works the walk, run comes in 2-1. They gave us the game right there. They gave us the game. And what did we do? We gave it back. Bottom of the 7th inning, Eric Miller gets Rojas to line out. Tauchman with the base hit. Gave up another hit. Then I believe there was a ground out, 2 down. And right then and there, you probably leave Eric Miller in, but no, they go get Ryan Walker. What does he do? He immediately walks Vargas. And none of those pitches were close. I mean, kind of, but not really. And then up came Kyle Teal, the big draft pick from a year or 2 ago. He hits a double, brings in a couple runs, 3-2 at that point. We stick with Walker, base hit, 3 batter minimum. We stick with Walker, Sosa, base hit. We stick with Walker, finally gets out from Ryan Noda grounder, but he also balked in there somewhere, bringing home a run. And it was 5-2, and the Giants couldn't score a single run after that. Had opportunities, but hit into double plays. And that's your recap, brought to you by Logan. They are who we thought they were. They were. They we thought we were. Meant everyone in the lineup can't hit, should be terminated if they can't perform. I saw Bivens warm up. I would rather have seen Bivens. So the Boston GM is mentally compromised, and we bullied him. Okay. Hype Flicks, Wolf, Christopher, by Victor, everyone else. I wish we could have bullied them a little better and not given them our first-round draft pick from 2024. You know, our 13th overall pick from last season, not from 5 years ago, and a guy who's not working out. Not some draft pick from that's clearly a bust. No, our 13th overall pick last year, James Tibbs III, one of the top prospects in the game, we gave away in that trade. Plus Kyle Harrison, a guy who's big league ready, who was in our rotation and who was pitching pretty well at times. Gave him away. Jordan Hicks, who can hit 100 miles an hour, gave him away. Well, we bullied them, all right. We bullied them by giving away 3 really big talents, including our top pick from last year. Man, we bully those guys. What's going on here? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. This is it.
Let me say something to you as a friend. You suck. All right? The reason you can't get work, it's not because people don't like you, man. You know, it's not because people don't want to give you a chance. It's because you suck.
James Tibbs is at best another Yaz. A little bit early for that analysis, but okay. We will do it. Yes, indeed. Well, my back is jacked. I have to stop. I have to stop before it gets worse. I can't. I can only sit down for so long. I can only sit down. Thank you, Jason Corona, for the hats, though. These are awesome. New York Giants. Some Cooperstown hats that he got for me at the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. I do appreciate that. These are freaking sick. I'm going to be wearing them on a stream at some point, but we're going to wait till better days. Maybe I need to wear them for luck. I don't know. Kyle Harrison getting destroyed in AAA for Worcester for the Red Sox. Not too concerned. Do the Giants make trades? Well, we're going to make trades. I just don't know if we're buying or selling. Are we buying or selling? Clown is still on the screen. What do you mean? Clown's not on the screen. I'm on the screen. I'm out. Thank you guys so much for the support. You see the Walker Clown? I don't know. I don't see the Walker Clown. I'm not sure what's happening. Let me play another random clip.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
We're trending towards selling. Eric Ray will be our main trading chip if worse comes to worse. Dude, you know what the Giants have to do now? We have to make up for those last 5 losses. And the only way to do that before the All-Star break is to go on a huge winning streak. 1, 2, 3, 4 against the D-backs, 3 against the A's, 3 against the Phillies, and 3 against the Dodgers. It's 13 games. 11 of 13, y'all. 11 of 13. I'm saying that's what they have to do. How do they do that? Where are those 2 losses? We can lose 1 against the Dodgers. I'll give the Dodgers a loss, and I'll give the Phillies a loss. Got to sweep the D-backs, sweep the A's, 2 of 3 against the Phillies, and 2 of 3 against the Dodgers. That's what the Giants have to do right now. We got to sweep in Arizona. Instant says that ain't happening. A's are playing playoff baseball. You know what though? We're going to that might be their backyard. But that's our backyard too. That's our AAA ballpark. I don't know what's happening with the clown clip. I'm out. I'm too stressed. I got to rest my back anyway. I'm out. I don't know what's going on. Everything looks normal from my end. So thank you guys so much for the support. It means a lot. I do appreciate it. We'll be back again, and hopefully things get better. But other than that, player of the game today, Carson Seymour. Big league debut. Actually, let's go Justin Verlander and Carson Seymour. Co-players of the game. I want to give a Seymour. He made it to the big leagues. And he threw a scoreless inning. So Carson Seymour, but Verlander, you deserved the W. You deserved it. We just can't hit, and some of us can't pitch. So I'm sorry about that. Justin, you're the man. It's what it is. I don't have any OG Rage clips. I played them yesterday. I got what I got. You know, my hand hurts. My back hurts. Dealing with this baseball. You know, it's bad, man. It's bad. Let's go! Let's do this! Tomorrow, Arizona, Phoenix, W. Do they play tomorrow? They don't have a day off or anything, right? No, because they don't have a day off for a while. They're like 10 straight games. Yeah, tomorrow it is. Let's freaking go! Logan Webb. My back is jacked. I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much. Don't worry about it. It's all good. We'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully in a better mood. Until then, you guys have a great day. Talk to you in the next one. Bye.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
Here, there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there, it's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone halfway up the bleachers.